milling out the valve seat for the KX250 head. I have to grind that off a little bit, but hopefully it'll be pretty close. Alright, so we got a 2022 KX250 and did a little compression testing on it, and it wouldn't run right, it wasn't idle, hard to start. Did a compression test on it and it came back to like 60 psi, so that ain't right. And we aired up the cylinder, put pressure in it. You could hear air coming out of the exhaust and the intake, so I figured it just needed the valves relapped, but that's not the case. It says one of the valve seats was cracked. I'll show you a picture of it before we tried to weld it. That didn't work. And then we went up to the mill, got some hardened steel, and milled out a couple prototypes here. We were just test fitting, checking valve angles and everything with our cutter and everything. And then the one that we really need to put in there is in the freezer. We got to heat up the head and press it in there. That's the one we really need to put in there. Oh yeah. A new valve seat, baby. Alright, now we're cutting the angle into the valve seat. So, what this is going to do is it's going to put right where the valve seats. You can see it on this one, where it's real shiny. That's where the valve seats at. That's what mates up to the valve. But this is flat, so the valve ain't gonna seat right. So we're gonna cut that angle into the new seat. Alright, we got it pretty close. Got it cut in there pretty far. We got this one. So this cutter over here gets the majority of the work done with the carbide tips. And then this one is real fine grinding, so that'll put a finish on it. So that's next. Alright, just got done lapping both valves in for the new seats. We got light tested over here. No light. Yummy. Okay. Now we are making sure our valves are in spec. Zero point 0.003. So that's a little bit above what it should be, but that's what we want because with the new valve seat it's going to wear in a little bit, so it'll tighten up and then it'll probably be close to where it needs to be. This hole over here is stripped out, so we're going to have to do a helicoil on that. We'll put this in there a little bit and then it just drops down. So no threads left. So gotta fix that. Also, and our helicoil.
Don't go too far.
I know. Well, it's not even past the dial pin part yet.
Yeah, a little bit more. Ooh. I'd say it's probably going to clear the dial pin, right?
Thank you. This one, this is what's supposed to be there. It's a lot longer than that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and screw this in so it barely touches threads like that. And now we're going to see how many threads we're actually going to catch from where this is going to sit. So we're catching a good amount there. Should be the whole helicoil if not more. Alright, whenever I'm doing helicoils, I always like to make sure that I get that little piece off the bottom that we usually screw it in with. When you break it off, I always like to make sure I can get it back out, make sure I actually have it. I don't want it down in there or down in here with the cam journals or nothing like that. We don't want none of that. We want to absolutely make sure that we get it out. But now I have some new threads. I thought you still had it drop down in there. I didn't know you pulled it back up. Are you? Are you? We'll go put it back down there and then pull it back out again. So you